The Wednesday Night Info Show.
The CNZ Audio TL Mini. All right, let's talk for a minute about the TL Mini from CNZ Audio, the guitar that changed my mind about Telecaster guitars. Part of it is due to the body size, even though it still lacks the contours of a Stratocaster. Due to the smaller body size, it's still very comfortable to play. And part of it is just because the neck, the 22-inch, 22-fret neck is so fantastic. It's $170 with no discounts that I've been able to find, either available through CNZ Audio or Reverb. And basically the scale of it is the 3rd fret up on a standard size Telecaster or Telecaster copy. Transitioning from one to the other takes a little bit of adjustment, but the great news about the CNZ is all of them, all 3 of them that I have been absolutely good to play out of the box. The strings are awful, but they have good tones. They have the ceramic pickups that are still, they seem to be a decent quality, or at least a matched quality, that are pretty easy to control, and they really didn't need work. The fret work was fine. The nut didn't have any binding spots. The pots were clean without noise. The tuners are very, very solid. But when I did put on thicker strings, when I went to, I think it was 12s, I did find that they were having problems getting stuck in the nut. So I put 10s back on it, and the 10s have been very, very stable, tuning E to E. It's a very good guitar. Matter of fact, it didn't really require any modifications. So, of course, I modified it. I now have Tone Rider Hot Classic Alnico 3 pickups in this guitar. It is still one that I reach for whenever it comes time to record, particularly in the neck position, or when I need something kind of thin to treble up a tone, so to speak. But this thing has tone for days. I've played blues, country, pop, jazzy stuff. Really is a fantastic guitar. To gift or duplicate, I've almost bought 2 of them just to swap out pickups and have a different configuration, but this one really has been all that I've needed. I would easily, if I bought this guitar for someone else, I would have it shipped straight to them with very little trepidation about whether or not there were going to be concerns out of the box. Some of the weird things about it are that the colors of the guitars tend not to match some of the colors that are available on the website. Some of that's due to the way your monitor is set up. Some of it is due to the photography. CNZ actually contacted me when it came to buy this guitar to make sure that this was the color that I wanted, which I kind of appreciate. The body size does compensate for that lack of contour, and as I mentioned earlier, it has my favorite neck on it. Now, other reviewers, there's not a lot available on it. I've probably got more on my channel than on many other sites, than other sites on the internet. But the fact of the matter is, this is a nice, solid little guitar. If you want to see what's inside it, that's coming up right now. Okay, I admit, when I said that, I really didn't plan on taking the neck off again. So I'm not going to show you what's under the pick guard. It's a single coil setup. In the bridge, it's a standard tele setup. You can fit in standard tele-sized components into the cavities without much problem. Anything else, you're going to have to do some routing. It's available in a lot of standard tele color schemes. I wanted this one. This is ice blue. And as you can tell, it's not really all one color because of the texture that's included in the paint, which is how it ended up with the nickname Pearl. Still, I like it, but it does look different than the pictures. It's hard to take a picture of this paint. One other difference that you might have noticed is I did put on aftermarket string trees. A lot of that was just because I had them laying around. So the thing about the CNZ that's different from a lot of other guitars, especially minis, is that it really doesn't fight you that much whenever you're working on it. I mean, if you decide to do a pickup swap, there's a peculiarity about it in that the pick guard actually goes up underneath the back of the neck, and you can't just raise this pickup and be able to slide it off the back. I mean, even if you take the tray out and you loosen all these things and then you pull this pickup up really high, you still have to take the neck off in order to get to it. And I know that because these are Tone Riders that I have replaced the original pickups in it. But as far as a restring goes, you don't really have a problem with the saddles in the way of the holes for the neck through body. It doesn't really have a lot of the other peculiarities that hit minis so often. It's a really well-made guitar, and I've mentioned before the 22-22 neck, 22 fret, 22 inch neck is one of my favorite scales when it comes to these mini guitars. I even like it better. It's the same one that's on their JM Mini and their ST Mini, and I even like it better than the Squire necks, which are really pretty much just the same thing as some of my full-size guitars. Now, just so you know, this is what it sounded like right out of the box.